Okay guys, so today we're going to make an apple pie ice cream, especially for keto. If that's why you've tuned in, don't go away. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a keto apple pie ice cream, and that is going to be able to be eaten easily without spiking your blood sugar and without having to cause any big impact on your carb load. Now, we're talking about proper ketosis, and so in a ketogenic diet, you're going to stay usually below 20 grams, so 0 to 20 grams of carbohydrates. So let's have a look here. So I'm going to throw the recipe up, and that recipe is then I'm going to walk through that, and then I'm going to walk you through how to do it. So you can do this in a normal way, or you can do it you can use either an ice cream maker, or you can basically just use plates, bowls, and your freezer and fridge. So this is the way it's done. So I'm going to walk you through the ingredients. I'm going to give you a quick reason why. I'm going to then walk you through the instructions. So the main idea there is once we've gone through why we're using it, and then we're going to jump onto how to do it. So once we've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to jump onto the real actual step-by-step making it, so you can visually see it being done, and then after that we can move on to the taste testing and then seeing basically how it turns out. Ingredients. So here you go. You can see here you've got ingredients. Makes about 4 servings. You've got 1 egg yolk. Now don't forget this little 4 serving. I mean, for me, I eat half of this, so I eat 2 servings and then another 2 servings, totally within the carb allowance. Now, so what we can see here, you have your egg yolk. You have your cream, double heavy. You go for the lowest carb one you can get. So whipping, heavy cream, whatever has the lowest carb. Obviously, use 220 milliliters. Then get 1 tablespoon of butter. Then apple flavoring, liquid candy sweetener. You can buy it in a little bottle. It's 500 servings in a little bottle. That's 1 to 2 tablespoons, depending on how you want it. So whether you want it heavily sweetened or not. Don't forget, in the freezer lowers your taste buds on sweetness, so you'll need more to counter if it's cold. So here we go. You've got vodka. I know you're thinking, hey, is it time for drinks? Obviously not. So what this vodka is actually for, it's not to give it an alcoholic flavor or any reason, but to actually prevent it from forming ice crystals, and also improving the actual texture. Like, that's why the butter's there as well, and it helps with the flavor. You can see the next cinnamon, that's 1 tablespoon, and you can see salt, 1 pinch. Right, so let's have a look here. Right, in a saucepan, combine the cream, butter, apple flavoring, liquid candy, vodka, and a pinch of salt. Heat gently over medium heat until the butter melts and the mixture is warm. Do not boil. So here we go. Why these ingredients? So apple flavoring gives a strong apple pie taste without any carbs. Butter adds richness and helps with creaminess. Vodka lowers the freezing point for a smoother texture, and cinnamon brings that classic apple pie warmth. Tip: use high quality apple flavoring for the best flavor. So okay guys, let's have a look here at the instructions. So you can screenshot this, you can take a picture on your phone, you can pause it and write it down. So here we go. In a saucepan, combine the cream, butter, apple flavoring, liquid candy, vodka, and pinch of salt. Heat gently over medium heat until the butter melts and the mixture is warm. Do not boil. Keep it as low as possible, just nice and warm. Here in a bowl, whisk the egg yolk until smooth. So slowly pour a small amount of the warm cream mixture into the egg yolk while whisking constantly to temper. 4. Pour the egg mixture back into the saucepan, cook on a low heat, stirring constantly until the mixture thickens slightly and coats the back of a spoon. So it'll just stick to a spoon. You'll see that in a second. 5. Remove from heat, stir in the cinnamon until well combined. So you can add the cinnamon at the end, or you can add it when heating. I add it when heating. I add it at the end. 6. Pour into a clean bowl and place on the side to cool to room temperature. Do not refrigerate yet. That's very important. You don't want any condensation. Here we go. 7. Once cooled, refrigerate for at least 2 hours or until completely chilled. When it goes really chilled, it will then go really thick, and it will literally stop moving like a liquid. It will be a little bit more like a solid. And then 8, transfer to the freezer, stir every 15 minutes for the first 2 to 3 hours until creamy and firm. Longer if the portion is larger. So you counter and make this longer depending on how much you do. So you can times that egg to then you just times everything else by 2. So it depends on you, and you can alter a little bit for your own flavor. So for example, you might like a little bit more egginess, so you then might add 2 eggs and leave everything the same. That's up to you. So you've got all the information there. You can take a shot of that. And then next, what we've got here is the actual breakdown of the carbohydrates. So this is actually telling you right now what you're going to get. So you can see here, you've got keto apple pie ice cream net carb calculation. You've got your egg yolk, that's 0.6 grams at the max. That can actually be 0.2 depending on the size of the egg. Cream, doubles or heavy cream, 220 milliliters is 2.9 grams per 100 milliliter, coming in at 6.38 or rounded 6.4 grams of carb for the whole amount of carbs for the cream. Butter, 0, obviously. Apple flavoring, we've got here negligible, nothing, 0.3. Liquid candy oil, literally 0. Vodka, 0. Cinnamon, 0.5. And salt, 0 grams. So the whole amount of the whole serving comes to 7.2 grams. In other words, you could eat the whole thing and still have enough of about 13 or 12.8 carbs left for the day, even if you eat this after that. And that's easy to do. A lot of times I eat about 8 grams a day, maybe even 4 grams, very less, because I eat bacon and eggs and stuff like this, and it's so negligible, you usually can easily take that. So then when you look here, you've got 1 serving gives you 1.8 grams. So if you cut that into 4, I'll be realistic, I eat half of it, so I have 2 servings, then obviously you're looking at 3.6 grams. So basically it's really low in carbs. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go on to see it being made. So we'll go through step by step, and obviously you might notice that I look a lot different to the video there, and you might see that I'm actually quite a bit slimmer. Yes, I've dropped about between 10 to 15 kg. That's because I've been doing the diet and I've been doing long walks in between, and that is actually accumulated into a good healthy weight loss. So you'll see 2 months now ago when I actually made it. So here we go, guys. Okay, guys, so you're going to want to put your egg yolk inside a bowl. I'm going to make literally a small portion, and then I'll put on there portions that are going to be larger with those ingredients, and it's the same recipe. So all you do is you do the same thing, but you add the larger amount and do the same thing. So here we go. We're going to put in first the egg yolk. Okay, guys, so that's 1 egg yolk inside. So I'm literally just making it nicely, blended in, homogeneous. You want to make sure that it's equally distributed. So we're going to literally add everything and mix it all together. So I'm going to whisk it, give it a bit of a whisk feeling. You can use whatever material you want. I'm showing you exactly how you how you can do this in a simple fashion, and you can use ice cream mixers, everything. I'm going to show you how you can make it with none of that. So just crack obviously your egg, take out your egg yolk, give it a bit of a mix, a beating, make sure it's nice and fluffy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add the rest of the ingredients to the frying pan. Okay, guys, so we start off, we've got the egg whisk, and we're going to add in now the cream. So 150 milliliters of cream. So let that come out. So that's 150 milliliters of cream. Okay. Okay, guys, now we add the apple. So this is the apple flavoring. You can add a little bit more if you want. That's 1 tablespoon of it. Again, we're going to just mix the ingredients together now. Okay, guys, that's 220 milliliters of cream mixed in with 1 tablespoon of the apple flavoring. Okay, guys, so you put in 1 tablespoon of Canderel. This is Canderel, doesn't have to be Canderel, liquid sweetener. Why this one? Because it's easier to distribute through the actual mix. So the whole idea behind that is if you can do the same, and I'll show you probably one day when you use the tablets, but this way it's liquid. You can easily just do that, and you've pretty much diffused it or put it all throughout the whole of the cream. So you want an even sweetness. Now that's 1 tablespoon put in. I'm going to put another half, but you can go up to 2 tablespoons. And why is that? Because it depends, 1, how sweet you like things. 2, you have to remember when you freeze this, you're going to lower your sensitivity. So when it's cold, the sweetness dulls as well. So that's why it's usually sweeter when you have it, you know, if it's liquid. But when you freeze it, it diminishes because your taste buds aren't able to distinguish the sweetness as well. So it's going to be to help make sure you've got a conducive flavor for ice cream. Okay, there's the other half in there. So now that's pretty decent. I mean, you use about, for a mug of, say, coffee, for it to be decently sweet, it's about 3 drops, 2 drops for like a cup. Now, so that's pretty much mixed in. Leave that to, you know, make sure it's uniform. So now we put in the cinnamon, a tablespoon of cinnamon. Put that in. I mean, it obviously depends. So it obviously depends on how much you like something. This is pretty much one tablespoon of cinnamon mixed in, and obviously that's what we're going for. We're looking for the delicious apple cinnamon flavor ice cream. Now, again, I will put in there for different flavors. All you have to do is change the exact same amount pretty much, unless it's something more powerful, then I'll change it for that. So you've got recipes there where you can just interchange. I'll put several up there, for example, vanilla and a few other flavors. So that way you're able to just amend this mix. And I'll probably post a video for a few of the others that just have nearly the exact pathway, but just a different one, just to see how they turn out. So guys, we're going to add the alcohol now, because we need to add alcohol, and that prevents the mixture from being pretty you know, solidified with ice crystals. You put in 1 tablespoon of alcohol, then you're going to be able to make sure the texture is consistent and there aren't many you know, water crystals inside, which is the trick of combining what you do to ensure it's got a lovely texture without much without many frozen crystals in it. Okay guys, so there's the 1 teaspoon there of a special weak vodka. So you mix it in. The flavour won't really be seen or tasted at all really in it, but it's because when you have this alcohol in it, you want the texture. So it's not actually for the alcohol's you know, intoxicating effect or for anything else, except for doing the texture. You want a nice creamy texture for your ice cream. Okay guys, so now it's cooled down to room temperature, we can put it into the fridge. Okay, just throw it down there. Leave it to cool in there until it's nice and cool, and then you can put it in the freezer. Okay guys, so you can see here we have it's nice and cool, and you can see it's pretty already kind of in a way nearly set. So what we want to do is we want to stir this up and then put it in the freezer and then see how it's going to actually go from there. See, there you go. Look, it's moving just slightly when I take it up. So that's perfect, because you won't have ice crystals in there. You stir it around, put it into freeze, and then your ice cream will probably be ready in maybe say an hour max. Okay guys, so you can keep stirring it and then throw it straight back into the freezer. So once it's given it a good old stir, back and then put it into the freezer. So guys, you give it a good old stir and then put it into the freezer. Whip it up and then it should be ready. Put a plate on its top, so like that. So you've got a plate on the top there, and that's going to then be probably set probably no more than 40 minutes. So after maybe say about 10 minutes, give it a stir, and every time you find it being quite solid, give it a stir and then let it settle. So then the ice crystals shouldn't set, and you should have a very smooth, creamy ice cream. Okay guys, so let's take it off, have a look. So it's been sitting for a while. Yep, you can see there, it's really thickened, got a lot thicker. Give it a good old quick stir. It's been about 15 minutes. Because this really solidified in the fridge, I'm going to do it pretty much every 15 minutes to maybe every 20 minutes. If it's normal, you've got enough water in it. So for example, if there's more milk in it, then you're going to have to do every maybe 40 minutes. So it will take longer. This one is a lot thicker and creamier. Usually it will get solidified quite quickly. So look at that. That's absolutely, yeah, really, look, it's not dripping off at all. So the ice cream has been in the freezer. It's been in there for quite a while, and now we've stirred it and we've made sure it's gone to room temperature, gone down to cool temperature, then it's gone into the fridge. Now, here we go. Here's the ice cream. So I've just scooped a bit out there. Now, because I put butter and you've got the weak vodka in there, so don't forget, adjust it to your vodka if you put a strong one in, because then you're going to, the standard vodka is about 40%. If it's higher, obviously you've got to compensate. Mine was about, I believe, about 25%. So if it's 25%, you put a little bit more for the alcohol. If it's higher, you put less, so you can compensate. So we want it nice and soft and creamy. Look at that. That is absolutely delicious looking ice cream. Let me see its flavour. That is absolutely delicious. That's just pure apple pie ice cream. Cinnamon coming in, got the lovely apple essence, the creamy ice cream. Fantastic, guys. That is awesome. Wow. Oh, that's delicious. And it's not solid set because of the, as I said, the alcohol in it. Absolutely lovely, creamy, delicious. And that is an ice cream that you're going to love every day after your dinner. Now, don't forget, guys, I've got the recipe up here. I've put the information about how to prepare it, the ingredients, and also you've got the video. So again, obviously that's going to guide you. If you have any further questions, please pop them into the comments there. And guys, like and subscribe. Okay, guys, I'll see you on the next one.